Everyone, welcome to part 81 of me answering your Percy Jackson questions. That's all I'm going to say because the intros take way too long. If you know where to ask me the questions, then go do it. But yeah, let's get started. And we're actually going to do 3 comments today. We're going to knock out 3 today because they're all really short. So yeah, the first comment says, would you rather be in Percy Jackson and the Olympians from the start to end, but you die at the end, or same thing, but for Heroes of Olympus? Wait, so you're saying I die no matter what? What? Getting the raw end of the deal here, man. Guys, I'd probably say, I think I want to be in the Heroes of Olympus series more, especially if I know I'm going to die at the end anyway. I'd rather be in Heroes of Olympus because it's way shorter, so I would have to suffer way less time thinking about how I'm going to die. I mean, the Percy Jackson series spans like 4 years. I would have to think that entire time about how I'm going to die, and it would bum me out. The Heroes of Olympus series, what is it, like maybe a year or less? So I would have to think about it a lot less. Also, the camaraderie between me and all the other demigods, it would just be really fun. So yeah, I'm choosing Heroes of Olympus. But the fact that I would have to die, man, that just really sucks. All right, moving on to the next comment. This person simply says, Nico or Percy, who is stronger? Guys, come on. It's Percy. Nico Angelo literally says in one of the books, I can't remember, I think it was in the House of Hades probably, he literally says that Percy is the strongest, the most powerful demigod he's ever seen. Like, he literally says, Percy Jackson is the most powerful demigod I've ever seen. Okay, he probably doesn't say those exact words, but he says something along those lines. If even Nico is saying that, then you know that Percy is much more powerful than Nico. Also, as a person outside looking in, reading the books, like myself, like you guys, you can just tell that Percy's more powerful. Like, seriously. In fact, I would go so far as to say he's overpowered. Like, I know he's a child of the big 3, and so is Nico, so they just have better powers than the other people, and they might have more resilience, more stamina, more strength, but seriously, Percy's overpowered, and like, it was always meant to be that way because he's the main character, but seriously, he is stronger than Nico, to answer this question once again. All right, now we're on to the final comment of the day. This person says, who would you sacrifice yourself for, and which character are you most like? Who would I sacrifice myself for? Guys, I would sacrifice myself for Octavian. Like, I would have loved to save him from that onager at the end of the Blood of Olympus when he got blasted into the sky. I would have loved to take his place in that and save him. I'm just kidding. Suck on my lies, Octavian. Everybody, honestly, I would sacrifice myself for Annabeth Chase. I've said in previous videos that if I had to date somebody from the Riderverse, it would be Annabeth. So yeah, I would sacrifice myself for Annabeth, just like Percy would do the same. Now, next question, which character are you most like? Guys, I'll be honest, I think I'm most like Leo Valdez. I think Leo is more even, he takes sarcasm to the next level, but I also am very sarcastic. Like, I take pretty much nothing seriously, just like Leo. Also, I just try and make a joke out of bad scenarios, just like Leo does. So yeah, I'm basically Leo reincarnate. So yeah, I think that answers all of today's questions. Somehow we got through 3 comments. That's pretty crazy. Go ahead and let me know in the comment section if you agree or disagree with me on anything I said. If you have different answers to any of those questions, let me know, and I'll see you tomorrow for part 82 of answering your Percy Jackson questions.